Thank you so much for joining in for today's workshop on metrics, basics, and AccessAlly. This is a two-part workshop. We're covering metrics basics today, and then in a couple of weeks, we will also have an advanced metrics workshop as well.
Visit accessally.com/webinars so that you can get email notifications and access to our call replays. This way you'll never miss a live workshop.
Our workshop overview for today, we're going to cover the metrics overview, what metrics are automatically tracked on order form purchases and progress in AccessAlly. We're going to cover tracking offering metrics for specific offerings on your site. I want to share some important details with everyone, whether you're catching the replay or are joining us here live today, about AccessAlly metrics. AccessAlly metrics are being tracked from AccessAlly order forms in order to track anything related to money-based metrics on your site, things like average customer value, retention. All the statistics are based on using AccessAlly order forms for making purchases. If you're using third-party order forms, Samcart, WooCommerce, things like Infusionsoft order forms or Entreport order forms, you'll use your metrics tracking in that system because it won't connect in with AccessAlly unless you're using AccessAlly order forms. The other part that might be needed is AccessAlly Pro, which is the use of AccessAlly with ProgressAlly. This would be needed for tracking progress-based metrics like course completion rates and
quiz results.
We're going to take a quick glance at the metrics overview. The metrics overview is what appears by default when you install the AccessAlly plugin. So we're going to take a look at this on my demo site so that we can talk about these items while we're also able to see them. So if you go to AccessAlly metrics, automatically you will see two options on your metrics panel. These are the ones in by default when you turn the AccessAlly plugin on. The first one is sales metrics. And when you're thinking about the sales metrics for the site, this is global. So across your entire site, you're thinking of this as tracking all the details in one place. And the types of metrics that you'll see here are the number of active paying members. This option is for people who are on subscription payment plans. So if you have monthly or yearly order forms for memberships, or you have people that are on one payment of 12, they will show as your active paying members. Active paying members does not include people who buy things as a one-time purchase, just people on subscription plans. The next metric we're going to take a look at is the total members. This is the total number of all the members on your AccessAlly site. If you are using AccessAlly Managed Contact, the total members will match up to the total number of users that you see under all users. That is where this number is coming from, the total number of people who are users on your WordPress site. Next, you'll see average customer value. So average customer value is an average of what each customer spends on your AccessAlly site. And you can set this to the amount of time that you would like to track this value for. Right now, my site has an average of $1,633.89 per customer. The next part you'll see is retention. Your retention is the number of days that someone subscribed to a subscription plan stays subscribed. Abandoned cart. Your abandoned cart metric will show you how many people arrive at an AccessAlly order form. They start the process by adding first name, last name, and email address, but then do not complete their order by making a purchase. And you will also see projected payments. The projected payments metric inside AccessAlly shows the number of payment plan payments that you will receive over your desired timeline. My site is expected to receive $7,591.25 in payments over the next 30 days. Our next stats that are automatically added for you are revenue at a glance. Under your revenue at a glance, you will see the total revenue of your site over the last 90 days by default. Projected revenue for the next month is anticipating the projected revenue for the entire next month. That is very similar to projected payments over 30 days. And remember, you can set this to the timeline that works right for you. So you might change this to projected revenue over the next year, which is also an option that appears here as well. You can see at a quick glance the revenue coming into your business based on your desired timeline in each of these places. Then you'll also see the number of cancellations over the last X number of days. This shows you people who have canceled payment plan payments or subscriptions to the number of sales for those subscription and payment plan payments. So cancellations will show you based on if a member cancels a recurring subscription plan or if an admin cancels it for a member as well. These are our default revenue at a glance and our default members at a glance stats on the metrics panel. Now we're going to take a look really quick at our progress-based metrics. With the progress-based metrics, if you click on progress, this is set up to track page visits to a page of your choice by default. So when you get here, there's only one metric that's automatically included, and it's designed to let you track visits to a specific page on your site. I have set this to my dashboard page, and it will just show the number of people who have logged into the dashboard. Let's talk about creating and updating or making changes to these metrics. I'm going to pop into the sales metrics first, and if you click edit, you can click on any metric and build or see how it is being used. So in the first spot, it's going to give you the metric type, which in this case is the total number of contacts that have made payment plan payments. If you click next from here, it'll go to the next spot and it will show you any customizations that are available for that metric. This particular one does not have any customizations available for it. Then in the next spot, you can rename it something that matches your wording for what that metric is tracking. And you can also change the color of the metric and also the text color here as well. This way you could, for example, make all of your member-based metrics green. And then when you hit update and save your panel, it will change the color so that you can color code your metrics based on maybe sales in one color, refunds or returns in another color, just to give you a quick visual representation. Now we'll keep looking at these different options. For total number of users, if you click, it's going to be total number of users. The next option will not have any available customizations. And then if you click next again, you can adjust the text. Now, if we look at some of our other metrics and we click on them, we'll have more options for customizing. Average customer value is up next. And this part, if we think about this globally for the whole entire site on this first sales metrics tab, you can go ahead and select to use data from a specific number of days, data between two dates. You can include all of your products so you can get a quick glance of all revenue coming in. And then you can choose segmentation. If you select time series, I'm going to switch this step so we can see what that looks like. And I'm going to select how often I want it to be updated. When you select time series, what it will do when you save is it's going to make a graph. We can now see that it has adjusted full across the screen, and we have our average customer value represented with a graph. Now we have covered the different pieces about how to edit these metrics and how to make changes to them, creating your own metrics for different offerings on your site. When you create a metrics dashboard, you can make a dashboard that reflects a specific offering on your site versus the sales metrics and progress metrics, which by default are global for the entire site. I have an option to name my new dashboard and some choices. I could start with an empty dashboard if I wanted to build something from scratch, or I can use an offering template based on a specific program to create metrics for that offering. This is great if you want to see how a specific course or a specific program is doing. Once you hit create, it's going to give you some basic metrics for that particular offering. So at the top, you're going to see total revenue, you'll see number of sales, you'll see projected annual payments. You can even break down and see your progress within a course. For the progress piece, if you click on it, you can customize it and it will use your first page of your offering by default. Once we click save, it's going to save our metrics for that specific offering. If you click on to any of your progress-based metrics, it will give you additional details specific to everyone moving through that program. You can see things like quizzes if you have quizzes on the page, and also overall page views. For example, this page has been visited 808 times, and you can see what user has visited the page. You can even click on that user to get additional details. Within the metrics, you can also link that out to see the metrics for a specific user, or you can see them all users at one time based on the number of activities someone has completed. With your metrics panel, you have a lot of ability to customize and see each part of your courses and your offerings in. That makes it so that you can build exactly what you want to see when you get to your metrics panel. If I want to see something specific about this course that's not already here, all I have to do is click edit. I can click plus, and I might make a refund panel, for example. I might select the number of refunds and click next, and I might use all the data for the site. I might only include the checked products. And here I would look for people on my amazing course payment plan. You can unselect all from here if you like to make it easier to select a single item. I can click next, and then this would be my number of refunds. I'll just go ahead and hit update, and we'll save our changes. And now we have the number of refunds for this specific offering, which right now is at 0. We can continue to build additional items that we might need. So we can click edit again. And right here, I might also choose to review the options available to me. And maybe I will choose, let's see, number of affiliate sales. And for my order forms, I'm going to only include checked order forms. I'll unselect everything and select just the items I want to display. I can go ahead and click save. And it will show the number of affiliate sales for a specific offering. And in moving in progress, one thing that I love about progress is being able to see how many people visit each page of a specific offering and the progress throughout those pages. If you would like to add additional progress information, you can do that very easily through the edit option. You just scroll down to the progress section and you can add additional progress information. So if we scroll, we'll see our progress related options. I could choose page completion time and click next. And then I could type the name of a page inside my course and track the page that tracks the completion end time, which for me would also be the same page. I'll click next, and this is going to be page completion time for week 1. And save my changes, and it will show the average time that it takes to complete week 1 of my course. It'll say that one person has completed week 1. There's been 36 people that have visited. I can click on the detailed report to drill down and see who that person is and which ones have been completed. With this example, the only person that has completed these on this page is me. With the metrics panel, you get to select all the metrics that you want to add for that specific course. So it is very easy to add and make changes to these. You can also drag them to move them around. If you want to move and reorder your panel, you can drag and drop each item into a new location. Now we have created a tracking offering metrics panel for a specific offering. Those are the most important pieces that I wanted to take you on a walkthrough today in our workshop.
Visit accessally.com/webinars so that you can get email notifications and access to our call replays. This way you'll never miss a live workshop. Visit the AccessAlly knowledge base to find our guide on metrics. We'll place a link below this video so that you can get there quickly and easily if you want to see all the technical written steps and details about creating your own metrics panel.